Much lighter note, a lot of women work out, they get themselves in shape, and they've got that little area right here. What do we call it, the pooch? Or something like that. Don't look at you. Anyway, we're going to show you something today. I want to make sure I get it right. It's called the 30-minute tummy shrink lift. Some call it the lunchtime makeover. Uses radio waves. You're looking at a live shot right now. Radio waves.
So no surgery, no cutting?
No cutting, short recovery time. Radio waves shrink the skin beneath the surface. We'll show you the procedure live, and then you can decide whether it's right for you.
All right. I'm glad you're doing that segment because you really need one.
Thanks.
I'm kidding. He's like,
Still to come, we're going to show it to you live, a tummy shrink lift.
I feel like I need to suck in my gut. Also, the black-eyed peas. But first, your local news.
Exactly. Anyway, inside Studio 1A, I'm Matt Lauer along with Katie Couric. Coming up in this half hour, tightening your tummy. If you've tried everything without success, you're going to want to watch while one California woman undergoes a new procedure. It's called a tummy shrink lift. It takes 30 minutes, promises to give you a flatter look, with very little cutting and very little recovery time.
Okay, Al, thanks so much. Up next, if you're sick of sit-ups and sick and tired of your tummy, we're going to show you a half-hour procedure that will minimize your middle, live.
This morning on Today's Consumer, the latest advancement in shrinking your belly. If diet and exercise have done nothing to get rid of that stubborn little bulge, well, listen up. Today's consumer correspondent, Janice Lieberman, joins us now live from Newport Beach, California, to show us a non-invasive way to tighten your tummy. Janice, nice do, first of all, and good morning.
It's gorgeous, right? Good morning. Matt, give us 30 minutes and we'll see if a new procedure that promises to shrink your belly with very little healing time, no blood, no surgery will really do the job. We met one California woman who, after seeing the before and after pictures, decided to give it a try herself.
How do I look?
I've been working out for quite some time, and that problem area in the stomach, just can't get rid of it. It's genetic.
35-year-old Dorian Villasenor is tired of what she calls her little poochie.
People are going to call me crazy because they're going to say, well, you don't need it, but I know I need it, and I feel very self-conscious about it.
We've got elbows in nice and tight. Can't seem to lose the pooch. Even extra workouts with a personal trainer don't seem to do it.
I do about an hour 15 minutes of spot training, my stomach, my arms, my legs, everything's being toned except my problem area, which is my stomach.
Dorian has had it, so she decided to look into the 30-minute tummy shrink and meet with cosmetic surgeon Thomas Barnes.
I just do a little poke hole just below the belt line, and then I put a special solution in there. It's going to numb the whole area, and then with a special instrument, I'm going to loosen the skin of the area.
Next, he uses radio waves to heat the deeper derma, which is what he says will shrink her belly. But is it safe?
I am planning to have children in the near future. Would that affect it in any way?
That's a great question. These particular radio waves, well, we've been using in medicine for years. And we're heating the skin just a few millimeters down into the skin, but not going down deeper and doing anything to internal organs.
Dorian is excited about the prospect of a flatter tummy, but still plans to keep working out.
Next J-Lo. You better next J-Lo.
Okay, so we're here in Dr. Barnes' office. We're ready to get going with this 30-minute tummy tuck. And so far, Matt, you know, it looks pretty good. There's no wincing or anything yet.
Well, a little wincing for me because, you know, I heard no cutting, so I wasn't going to warn our viewers, but there is some probing in there. So is it going to get any more graphic than what we've already seen?
No, no blood, no liposuction, very, you know, it's pretty mild compared to some of the things we've seen before, and she's not crying, and there's no blood, so I think you can safely watch.
Dorian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you under any pain right now?
None at all.
No discomfort?
No.
Okay, and I know you've wanted to do this for a long time because the pooch was giving you problems. And any second thoughts? By the way, it's too late for the second thoughts, but did you have any before you had this start?
No, no second thoughts, none. No nervous at all.
All right, Dr. Barnes, how many of these have you done?
Yes, sir.
How many have you done?
We've done about 100 of these.
All right.
About 100 cases, more.
And what part of the process are you in right now? Explain what you're doing.
What we've done is we've started out, we marked our area. We put in some numbing fluid that prepares the area for skin loosening. I loosen the skin underneath. Then we do our healing laser, our zirconia laser that decreases fat amounts and prepares the skin for healing. Then we do our Polaris procedure, which is the radio waves across the skin. That only takes 2 or 3 minutes. And we're done, Matt, with a whole new tummy, no poochie.
And the radio waves heat up the area beneath the skin, and that's what actually shrinks it?
Right. It actually, the collagen in the skin, everybody talks about collagen in the skin today. The collagen in the skin is what gives the strength to the skin and the support. We're using radio waves to actually heat the collagen in the deeper skin to cause tightening of the collagen fibrils without damaging the skin. And so the safety margin is excellent.
All right. And the probe you had in there before, it looks a little like liposuction, but that's not the case. It's just separating layers of skin, right?
Exactly. But while we're separating and using our healing laser, some of the fat does break down, and we want to remove some of the fatty tissue if it just falls right into the area, because there's no point in leaving it behind.
And real quickly,
this is not powered.
I'm sorry, real quickly, people call it the lunchtime makeover. So is Dorian going to be able to kind of get up in a few minutes and go home and with no discomfort?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we can also do this of the neck and the upper arms and other body areas. That's what's so nice about it.
All right. I know you have a little work left to do, so you continue on, and we're going to check back in with you a little later in the show, and we'll be talking to Dorian and find out how she's doing. Doctor, thanks so much. And Janice, thanks to you as well.
Thank you, Matt.
All right. And we're back right after these messages. As we do, too. And also, we're going to go back out to Newport Beach, California. That's where the 30-minute tummy tuck shrink lift is taking place. Dorian is our brave participant. We're going to find out how she's doing, how the procedure is going, and then a little later we're going to take a look at the results. Gordon, then we'll go back out to Newport Beach, California, and check in on our tummy shrink lift. Does it work? We'll find out after these messages. Absolutely. We've told you this morning about the 30-minute tummy shrink lift. Now it's time to see the final results. Our consumer correspondent, Janice Lieberman, is with Dorian, and I hope I say it right, Villasenor, and her Dr. Thomas Barnes. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Matt.
Janice, before we talk to the doctor and Dorian, can men get this done also?
Absolutely. Men have that spare tire. It's got to go, and it can actually shrink it. And he can also do the neck. He can do arms. It's a brand new way of using this Polaris that he developed and now is teaching to other doctors around the country.
Doctor, it's impressive to see Dorian upright already. So how'd the procedure go from your point of view?
I thought it went excellent. Thank you for the opportunity to help educate people that many procedures are so popular and they can be done with a big result.
How long will it take till you can actually see the final results? I would imagine there's a little swelling right now, isn't there?
There's a little bit of swelling, but already I think you'll see in the pictures that she's a lot better, a lot flatter than she was just a half an hour ago. But it'll even get a lot better over the next few days.
Okay, now, Dorian, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Pretty normal.
So you could get out and walk home right now and carry on a fairly normal day, or is the advice from the doctor that you go take it easy?
That's right, and walk my dogs. Yes.
Okay.
She does have to wait 2 weeks until she can exercise again, correct?
Yeah, we wait a little bit to exercise. She can do anything but exercise on the tummy for a couple of weeks.
Now, doctor, we all agreed that Dorian looked great before the procedure, that she didn't have an awful lot to do. So I guess the question is, could you do this to someone who had a lot more weight around the middle or a much bigger kind of spare tire?
Absolutely, we can. We can, but sometimes if we're doing a longer procedure, sometimes we want to relax somebody a little bit with some medicine. In this case, with the smaller little areas, the little pockets of poochie or neck, people can whiz right through with no medications or anything.
But you would do some liposuction on a bigger stomach.
Yeah, if it was a bigger stomach and we needed to remove a little bit of excess fatty tissue, we would do that at the same time.
To the control room, let's show that before and after picture again so we can get some idea. Doctors, does this work on all skin types?
Absolutely. Excellent question. Absolutely, but the most collagen is in people that have darker skins or olive skin. They have thicker skin, and we often see more shrink with those people.
All right. What about risks? What are the possible risks involved in the procedure?
Well, that's a great question because safety is always #1, Matt. And risks would be, in some cases, an infection might happen. We've never seen an infection. Rarely, it might be a little rippled, but generally, in time, that works itself out. And far as risks, that's about it. It's a great procedure because it can be done in just minutes and people are happy.
And is this one of these things, doctor, that you're going to have to do again in 3 years to Dorian, or how long does this last?
Years. This lasts years. But we do ask that people stay on whatever their lifestyle program is. Obviously, if somebody goes and eats fast food every day and gains weight, that may change the result for them in time. But if people stay about the same weight, it stays nice for years and years.
Dorian, I guess what the idea should be, we should check in with you in a couple of weeks when it's really kind of settled down and see if you're still happy. But right now, you're happy, correct?
Absolutely, yes.
All right,
It feels tighter, you said.
It does. It feels tighter.
And Janice, real quickly, how much does this cost?
Doesn't come cheap, Matt. It's $4,500 for what she had done now. So, you know, that's a lot of workout training programs.
Yeah.
And by the way, she's going to have to wear this little panty girdle just for 2 weeks. But that's it, and then she's home free.
All right, great. Well, Dr. Barnes, Dorian, thanks very much. Janice, as always, thank you very much. We appreciate the information.